The color classes of cones in the eye before many of you were born. His scientific genealogy traces directly to Hermann Helmholtz, William of Ockham, Occam's razor, Albertus Magnus in the 13th century, and the philosophers of the Byzantine Church in the 11th century, including John Italus, who was condemned in 1082 for lack of orthodoxy. He continues the tradition. Robert Marc's going to tell us about the 20 senses.
Hey, good night, Salt Lake. How are you? Good to see you. Well, the 5 senses was always wrong. The amplifier senses are the senses of your face, the fluidic senses are the senses of the side of your body, and the dendritic senses are the senses of this starfish that lives inside of us. And this war about body design started over 500 million years ago, where the invertebrates picking this spiky, wheezy, strange armored design, where we picked this colorful, svelte, sleek, smooth design, which exploded about 400 million years ago into the 8 great vertebrate classes: the lampreys, the sharks, the fishes, amphibians, reptiles, the dinosaurs, ancestors of the birds, and down the lower right, the mammals, because we gave a lot up in order to become who we are. Now, vision is number 1. Form, color, motion. This color pattern Harry Sperling and I discovered over 30 years ago. Everything's got vision, but color vision is better in birds and reptiles than you can ever believe. Photoception, 2. Amphibians and reptiles can actually gauge the seasons of the year to control their reproductive status with little eyes buried in the scales and the tops of their heads. Chronoception is 3. This is actually setting the biological clock every day. Every group can do it, except for us. With pineal sensors buried deep in their brains, the light passes right through them. The sunlight passes right through you. So this is how they set their biological clocks. 4, olfaction. Olfaction is actually a tracking sense. There are airy smokes, there are watery smokes, and ancient sailing ships used to leave trails of scent behind them that sharks could follow for hundreds, perhaps 1,000 miles. Gustation is our sense of taste, but it's how we sense the molecular shape of our foods. Sweet is good, bitter is poison. But to a carnivore, sugar isn't sweet. It's the amino acids and nucleotides of fresh muscle. That's sweet to them. The 6th sense is not ESP, it's eroception. Way more fun than social networking. And this is how... Wow, that was too spontaneous. Anyway, this is how you decide whether to bond or to anti-bond. Okay, 7 and 8, audition and geoception, very closely related. Audition is listening to the songs of the world. Geoception is the first sense of dance. It's listening to the song of gravity, how you know what is up. But they evolve from reoception, which is how fishes know the flow of the water, the flow of themselves. Electroception is a variation on that, so they can see these spiky, creaky animals in total darkness. And then we get to touch. Tangiception is that sensual, light touch. Proprioception is actually gripping, knowing how to hold on to things. We primates do this better than any other group. We know exactly what to do with tangiception and proprioception. Up to 13, vibroception. This is how you feel the music. This is how you feel the thunder. This is how you know that the surf is crashing. There are thousands of these little sensors all the way through your body, all the way through the inside of you, so you know how to dance. Whisking is the only mammalian sense that is exclusive to them, and it's how you know the tunnels through the underbrush in the dark. And there's even, like Atlantis, there's a map of the whisking system buried in the brain. Next, nociception and thermoception. Nociception is pain, very complex, should probably be split into more senses. Thermoception, hot and cold. The relationship of these two is very interesting, linked to pepper and vanilla. More about that in another talk. Proprioception is the 3rd great sense of dance, and it's how you know how to touch the back of your head without ever having seen it. Yet, this is also the sense that makes you rock back and forth in agony to comfort the dancer inside. Infravision. To have this, you'd have to be cold-blooded, dry, out on a dark night, hunting something warm to eat. So you would be a boa snake or a rattlesnake hunting down a mouse or a monkey. Baroreception, we're up to 19 now. This is a sense that is exclusive to birds, and these are time slices of birds rising up at night during migration, all reaching the same altitude at the same time. They know how high they are in the sky by that sense. Magnetoreception is a migratory sense, local and far. Weather or seasons may change the landscape or the seascape, but the magnetoscape stays the same for 1,000 years or longer. And this is how many, okay, moving too fast. Top is gone. 11 senses are shared by all organisms. 6 are extremely special. We have 12. 3 are restricted to unique classes. If you think 20 is the end of the story, you'd be wrong.
Awesome! Did not disappoint! Brother Marc.